League A is basically the league of death. What's up, Rich Squad? It's your boy Dominic Rich, and if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button and click the little bell to become part of the notification squad. As you can tell from the title, I'll be letting you know my UEFA Nations League A predictions. In this video, you are gonna know who I think is gonna win the inaugural UEFA Nations League. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. The UEFA Nations League is the first national team competition to have relegation and promotion. The 55 UEFA member associations were split into 4 leagues: A, B, C, and D, with the strongest teams being in League A according to the UEFA National Coefficient rankings. And then we have the weakest teams in League D. But the beauty about this competition is the ability to move up and down through various leagues. Like, we could actually see a team move from League D all the way up to League A in a few years. And we could also see a team in decline go from League A all the way to play with the minnows in League D. So that's why I really like this competition, because it's fair and it also adds a little bit more significance to national team football in Europe. In League A, we have 12 teams split into 4 groups of 3. The bottom place teams will be relegated to League B, and the 4 group winners will move into the semis, where they will play each other after a draw. The winners of the semifinals will advance to the finals, where the winner of the inaugural UEFA Nations League will be determined. So now that I have given you a brief explanation of the UEFA Nations League and how it works, let's get into my League A predictions. League A is basically the league of death. Like, all the groups are gonna be extremely difficult, and it would be so hard to pick a winner, a second place team, and a third place team who will be relegated. So here goes nothing. In Group 1, we have the 2018 World Cup champs France, the 2014 World Cup champion Germany, and the 2010 World Cup runners-up Netherlands. So before I let you know my prediction for Group 1, let me briefly break down each team. For France, they hosted Euro 2016, where they got all the way to the finals but missed out to Portugal. France qualified for the 2018 World Cup with Didier Deschamps at the helm and went on to win the whole thing, defeating Croatia 4-2 in the final. Standout players for France includes N'Golo Kante, Paul Pogba, Antoine Griezmann, Kylian Mbappe, Samuel Umtiti, Captain Hugo Lloris, defenders Benjamin Pavard and Lucas Hernandez, Raphael Varane, but not Olivier Giroud. He was goalless at the 2018 World Cup. I just had to mention that because that's quite embarrassing, I think. You might not think so, but I think so. With the way France has been playing since Euro 2016 and the immense amount of talent which they possess, I think France is actually one of the favorites to win the inaugural UEFA Nations League. And then we have Germany, a 4-time World Cup winning team, Euro 2016 semi-finalist, 2018 World Cup flop. Germany is a wounded dog, and you know what they said about wounded dogs: they are very dangerous. The head coach Joachim Löw recently extended his contract, so you know the man is out for blood. After their 2018 World Cup flop, Germany has to rebuild. They have to put that behind them and move forward and tackle any obstacles which come their way. Standout players for Germany includes the fit again Manuel Neuer, their captain, the fit again Marco Reus, Thomas Müller, Matt Hummels, Jerome Boateng, Joshua Kimmich, Leroy Sané, Julian Brandt, and young forward Timo Werner. And that's just to name a few. The German team is very talented, and they have a very large player pool to choose from. Could Germany actually brush off their World Cup hoodoo and rise like the Phoenix to win the inaugural UEFA Nations League? Well, we will just have to wait and see. And then we have the Netherlands, 2010 World Cup runners-up, 2014 World Cup third place team. They did not qualify for Euro 16 and they did not qualify for the 2018 World Cup. Now they are under the tutelage of Ronald Koeman, and the team is rebuilding. They have a mixture of youngsters and a few veterans, with guys like Wesley Sneijder still there. You have guys like Ryan Babel still in the team. We have Jasper Cillessen, we have Memphis Depay, we have Justin Kluivert, Captain Virgil van Dijk, Quincy Promes, Davy Proper, Patrick Van Aanholt, Nathan Ake. The team is stacked up with immense talent. So Netherlands could actually do something great in this event. This is actually a perfect time to prove that they are down but not out. When you really think about it, what if the Netherlands miss Euro 2020 and World Cup 2022? That would be kind of embarrassing though. That would be failure. That would be a whole system just crashed and burned like right there. But let's not hope bad things for the Netherlands. All the best to the Clockwork Orange. So now for my Group 1 prediction. Who will top the group? Who will come in second? And who will be relegated? Well, let me start from the bottom. You know, Drake said started from the bottom. Now we're here. Okay, let me start from the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Netherlands to get relegated. I think, you know, they are a good team. They have good players, but I think they are in a very premature stage of reconstruction. So I don't think they're quite ready yet. You know, we have France, a World Cup winner. You have Germany, 2014 World Cup winner, a wounded team, you know, looking to prove all their doubters wrong. You know, so the Netherlands will have a pretty tough time in Group 1. It can go any way, believe me. Believe me. You know what I mean? France could take this for granted. Germany could take it for granted. And Netherlands could actually be the team taking this more seriously. But I'm still going for them to be relegated to League B. Coming in second, it's the scrap between France and Germany. You know, who would win? Who would move on to the semi-finals? I'm gonna go with my gut feeling and go for France. You know, coming off a World Cup win where they did not even reach full potential. I keep telling people that France did not play to full potential at the World Cup. That's why I said they didn't deserve the World Cup. That's just my opinion. I thought that Croatia deserved the World Cup because of how they played with heart, all their comebacks and everything, while France just waltzed through the whole World Cup. You know, that's just my opinion. Don't bother with that. That's just my opinion. But I actually think that France would top Group 1 and move on to the semifinals. Germany will come in second and they will stay in League A. But Germany could also top this group. They could also top this group. You know, it's Germany. Like, come on. But I'm still going for France though. What's your Group 1 predictions? Let me know in the comment section down below. So now we move on to Group 2, where we have the 2018 World Cup semi-finalist Belgium, the 2018 World Cup debutant Iceland, and Switzerland. So let's start with Belgium. They were quarterfinalists at Euro 2016, and this was maybe a sign that they would do well at the 2018 World Cup with their golden generation of players. At the 2018 World Cup, they got all the way to the semi-final and achieved their best ever finish when they placed third. They are currently managed by the Spaniard Roberto Martinez, and standout players for Belgium include Romelu Lukaku, their all-time leading goal scorer, Eden Hazard, their talisman, Kevin De Bruyne, another talisman but currently injured. He should be back pretty soon though. They also have Vincent Kompany, Yang Vertonghen, and Toby Alderweireld, and their inspirational keeper Thibaut Courtois. They also have youngsters like Dendoncker, Yuri Telemans, and Michy Batshuayi, who are ready to take Belgium into the future. For Iceland, this team has been on quite a fairy tale run in the recent past, qualifying for Euro 2016 for the first time and getting all the way to the quarterfinals. Let's note that. And they went on to do one better, qualifying for the 2018 World Cup under coach Heimer Hallgrimsson, who has now retired from national duties. They are now managed by Erik Hamren, and three stand-up players for Iceland includes Gylfi Sigurdsson, Gislason, and their captain Aron Gunnarsson. The team is just filled with a lot of sun, so it doesn't really make sense for me to go through all the names, you know. The players are pretty much alike and a lot of them could play in different positions. So if I try to actually, you know, go into the players, I would just confuse myself and I will confuse you. For Switzerland, they qualified for Euro 2016 and they also made an appearance at the 2018 World Cup, where they made it to the round of 16 under manager Vladimir Petkovic. Some of the standout players for Switzerland includes their captain Stefan Lichtsteiner, talisman Jordan Shaqiri, lazy midfielder Granit Xhaka, that was just a joke, Granit Xhaka, Their very talented left back Ricardo Rodriguez, youngster Breel Embolo, and the informed Dinamo Zagreb striker Gavranovic. So, Group 2, Belgium, Iceland, Switzerland. Who would top this group? I'm gonna actually go for Belgium. I think they will run away with this group pretty easily. Let me correct myself. They should have topped the group pretty easily. You know, Switzerland, Iceland, these are teams who they should beat on paper, right? When you look at it on paper, they should beat them. When you go man to man, they should beat these teams. But in football, guys, you never know. Switzerland, they're a very hard-working team, very spirited team. You know what they can do. You just saw what they did at the 2018 World Cup, so we can't write off Switzerland. Iceland, we cannot write off Iceland as well. Remember what they did to England at Euro 2016? Guys, don't forget that. Don't you ever forget that. But the fact that they have just changed managers, you know, it could affect the team, you know what I mean? I don't know much about Hamren at all, but I know Heimer Hallgrimsson was a, you know, inspirational figure in the team, and his loss could be very detrimental for Team Iceland. So I have Belgium topping the group, and now I have Switzerland coming in second, and I have Iceland coming in third to be relegated to League B. Guys, let me know your Group 2 predictions in the comment section down below. When you're doing these predictions, you have to be somewhat kind of heartless, you know? Don't be afraid to relegate teams and promote teams as well, you know? It's positive and negatives. It creates balance. I just hope that Iceland do not go into regression, you know what I mean? I love the progress that we were seeing with Iceland. So, all the best, Iceland. And now for Group 3, where we have the former World Cup champions, Italy, 2018 World Cup absentee, Italy, Poland, and the Euro 2016 champions, Portugal. So allow me to briefly break down all three teams. For Italy, they made it to the quarterfinals of Euro 2016 but went on to miss World Cup 2018 when they lost the playoffs to Sweden. Like, goddamn, Sweden. They missed the 1958 World Cup hosted by Sweden, and then in 2018 they missed the World Cup again to the hands of Sweden. Wow. Fun fact right there. Do you guys remember a man by the name of Gianpiero Ventura? Well, I don't either. I really don't. Since Italy failed to qualify for the 2018 World Cup under Gianpiero Ventura, Roberto Mancini was roped in to reconstruct the Italian national team. With Mancini at the helm, we can now see players like Mario Balotelli, Lorenzo Insigne, Domenico Berardi, Andreas Bellotti, Jorginho, Immobile, and Benedeschi shine. We would also see old guards like Chiellini and Bonucci at the heart of the defense. Italy is here to prove a point. They want to show that they are still a force to be reckoned with in world football. And then we have Poland, who made it to the quarterfinals of Euro 2016 and also qualified for the 2018 World Cup and flopped. Let's just make that clear. Poland flopped at the 2018 World Cup under the tutelage of Adam Nawalka, who is no longer the coach of the Polish national team. They now have Jerzy Berziszek at the helm, and stand-up players for Poland includes their captain and talisman, their all-time leading goal scorer Robert Lewandowski. He will also receive immense support from players like Jan Bednarek, Arkadiusz Milik, Lukas Fabianski, their keeper, Zielinski, and Kamil Glik. And I'm not saying that other players won't support Robert Lewandowski. I'm just giving you a few Polish players, man. Chill. And now for Portugal, the team who won UEFA Euro 2016, qualified for the 2018 World Cup and made it to the round of 16 under Fernando Santos. Portugal is a very unpredictable team, especially when their captain, their talisman, their all-time leading goal scorer, their most capped player, Cristiano Ronaldo, is not in the squad. And I think he is not in the squad for the beginning of the UEFA Nations League tournament, which is not a good thing at all. But despite Ronaldo not being in the squad, you have guys like Gelson Martins. Who else? Damn, I can't think of any more names in Portugal's squad who is actually gonna do something. Damn, where's the names? Damn. Because these other guys never ever show up for Portugal. But there's Bernardo Silva, there's Andre Silva, there's Adrian Silva, there's guys like Ruben Neves, there's Bruma, Gonçalo Guedes, Gelson Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes, Manuel Fernandes. Portugal has really talented players, but they just need to freaking show up. They just need to show up, especially in the absence of Cristiano Ronaldo and Quaresma. So what are my Group 3 predictions? Italy, Poland, Portugal. Oh boy, this one is pretty difficult. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. I'm going to actually start from the bottom. I'm going to say Poland to get relegated to League B. They will continue their poor form from the 2018 World Cup unless Robert Lewandowski regain his form for Poland. Find his shooting boots for Poland. Like, come on, Poland needs you. But I'm going to go with Poland getting relegated to League B. Coming in second, Portugal or Italy. The fact that Ronaldo is missing at the start of the tournament, you know, he will be missed. He will be missed. I think Italy will actually have the edge in this group. Ronaldo or not. He now plays his football in Italy as well, so he might have a soft spot for Italy now. But I'm going to actually go for a rejuvenated Italy under Roberto Mancini with guys like Insigne, Balotelli, Belotti, Domenico, Berardi, and all these players in the squad to actually top Group 3 and advance to the semi-finals of the UEFA Nations League. Portugal will come in second. Guys, let me know your Group 3 predictions in the comment section down below. So now we move on to the fourth and final group in the league, where we have the 2018 World Cup runners-up in Croatia, the 2018 World Cup fourth place team in England, and the 2018 World Cup flop Spain. I just had to say that. So let's start with Croatia, who has actually become my favorite national team in the whole world. They qualified for UEFA Euro 2016 and made it to the round of 16. They also qualified for the 2018 World Cup, where they went on a magical run all the way to the finals, but they lost to the eventual champions France. They are currently managed by Zlatko Dalic, and stand-up players for Croatia includes their captain, their talisman, the best player of the 2018 World Cup, the best player in Europe, Luka Modric. Croatia also boasts the likes of Ivan Perisic, Ante Rebic, and Ivan Rakitic. Not to forget Domagoj Vida and Dejan Lovren in the defense. Croatia recently suffered a setback when 3 of their key players retired in goalkeeper Daniel Subasic, Mario Mandzukic, and veteran Charluka. Ivan Strinic has also been sidelined with a heart ailment. So Croatia has a lot of work and rebuilding to do if they are to repeat what they did at the 2018 World Cup. It's not going to be a walk in the park. And then we have England, the World Cup semi-finalists managed by Gareth Southgate. Key players for England includes Harry Kane, Kyle Walker, Jesse Lingard, Dele Alli, Harry Maguire, and inspirational young keeper Jordan Pickford. Guys like Kieran Trippier and Luke Shaw could also prove to be very dangerous for England. England are a team who made it to Euro 2016, but they really underachieved after they got knocked out by Iceland. They did give their fans a treat at the 2018 World Cup when they got all the way to the semi-finals but missed out to Croatia. So basically, with their long history, England and Croatia still has unfinished business. And then we have Spain, the 2010 World Cup champs, the 2012 Euro champions, but in 2016 they could only make it to the round of 16, and they also qualified for the 2018 World Cup, where they got knocked out in the round of 16 by the host Russia. Before the 2018 World Cup, the Spanish national team found themselves in a spot of bother when their head coach Julen Lopetegui was fired one day before the tournament. They went into the tournament with Fernando Hierro at the helm and failed miserably. Spain has now appointed the former Barcelona manager Luis Enrique as their head coach and are looking to make amends for their World Cup failures. Players to watch for Spain includes Alvaro Morata, who is back in the team, Rodrigo, Saúl Ñíguez, Sergio Busquets, Marco Asensio, Sergio Ramos, and the Chelsea duo of Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso. With David Silva and Andres Iniesta now retired, the Spanish midfield void will be one that will be very difficult to fill. So now for my Group 4 predictions. We have Croatia, England, and Spain. This is hard. England and Croatia are two teams with history, going all the way back to Euro 2004, Euro 2008, World Cup 2010, and as recent as the 2018 World Cup semi-finals. As of right now, Croatia has the upper hand, so England will be out for vengeance. They will be out for blood because Croatia are the team that prevented them from making it to the 2018 World Cup semi-finals where they had a chance to bring home the trophy. So those two matches will be highly anticipated. But let's not forget to put Spain in the equation. One of the most talented teams in world football. We can never ever count out Spain. Spain is also a wounded dog after what happened to them at the 2018 World Cup, where they were one of the favorites, but they bowed out in the round of 16 after they were a team in crisis. For Group 4, I'm going to start from the bottom. Which team will be relegated in my opinion? I'm going to go for England getting relegated to Group B, Spain to come in second, and I'm going to go for Croatia to continue their golden run and qualify for the semi-final. So for a brief recap, I'm predicting the Netherlands, Iceland, Poland, and England, all the lands to be relegated to League B, while France, Belgium, Italy, and Croatia will advance to the finals, which will be held next June. But of course, I'm gonna let you know who I think is gonna win the tournament. I did a mock draw with my daughter Cassidy, and here are the results. So with the 4 League A group winners, France, Belgium, Italy, and Croatia into the finals, we now have to do a draw to see who plays who in the semi-finals. So I have my lovely daughter Cassidy here to do the honors and pick the teams from the pot. Yes, it's a real pot. So shake it up and go ahead and pick the first team from the pot. All right, it's an open draw, so all teams are in the same pot. First team we have is, okay, say that name again.
France.
All right, so put France right there. All right, thank you. France. And France will play who? Pick another team.
Croatia.
Oh, wow. The 2018 World Cup finalists will play each other in the semi-final of the inaugural UEFA Nations League. Wow, that's crazy. So, only 2 teams left in the pot, so it means that those 2 teams will come up versus each other. So now we know the last 2 teams in the pot. We shall just pick them for, you know, for the purposes of the draw. So go ahead and pick the teams.
Italy.
Okay, we have Italy and anytime soon.
Belgium.
So, Croatia versus France and Italy versus Belgium in the semi-final of the 2018 UEFA Nations League. All right, Cassidy, if you have to do a prediction, who do you think will win? France versus Croatia. Pick your winner.
Croatia.
Wow, Cassidy's picking Croatia. And if you have to pick a winner, Italy versus Belgium, who would you pick?
Belgium.
Oh, wow. All right, so Italy and France will play in the 3rd place match. I'm going to do a little mini prediction with Cassidy. And Croatia will play Belgium in the finals. So Cassidy, 3rd place. Who do you think will win? Italy or France for the 3rd place?
France.
Oh, so France, the 2018 World Cup winner, places 3rd according to the beautiful Cassidy. And for the finals, Croatia versus Belgium. Who do you think will win?
Croatia.
Cassidy picks Croatia. Awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you very much for doing this draw for me and giving me your predictions as well. Okay? So give him a rich squad.
Rich squad.
So thank you very much, Cassidy, for helping me with the draw and sharing your predictions with us as well. But now it's time for the serious predictions, my predictions. We have France coming up versus Croatia again. A repeat of the 2018 World Cup final where France defeated Croatia. I think it was a walk in the park for France, you know. They didn't even play at full potential as yet. And with Croatia depleted through the retirements of Mario Mandzukic, Daniel Subasic, and veteran Charluka, I think that France will prevail again and defeat Croatia. I love Croatia, but I can't be biased here. I think that France will get the upper hand once again to move into the finals of the 2018-19 UEFA Nations League. And for the other semi-final, we would see Belgium playing Italy. I'm gonna actually go for Belgium to defeat the Italians to join France in the finals. It will be a really good contest, and it's very refreshing to see Italy back in the scheme of things. But I think that Belgium will prevail and go into the finals of the inaugural UEFA Nations League to play France, a team who they also played in the semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup. So it will be a rematch, basically. But before I give you my final predictions, we must give the third place predictions. Croatia versus Italy. I'm gonna go for Croatia to win this match and place third. Italy will come in fourth. And for the grand final between France and Belgium, a repeat of the 2018 World Cup semi-final, I'm gonna go for France to win back-to-back tournaments and defeat Belgium in the finals. So France will win the 2018 World Cup and the 2018-19 UEFA Nations League. So guys, that's my prediction for League A of the 2018-19 UEFA Nations League, where I'm predicting France to win the whole tournament. I did predictions for League D, League C, and League B, so be sure to go and check them out. The 4 teams topping their respective groups will go into the playoffs for Euro 2020 if they fail to qualify via the normal means. So it's like a reward for topping your respective groups. So guys, thank you very much for watching my UEFA Nations League prediction series. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, and until next time, peace out, Rich Squad!